It's your boy Crypto Millie back with some Jasmy Hopium. Be looking out for my video on Tau because I do have a video coming up on Tau where I'm be breaking down the entire ecosystem and subnets that I'm interested in, guys. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the content so you don't miss out on that video on Tau. I know a lot of people been waiting for my Tau videos to come out. They're getting cooked up, right? Right now we've been mostly focused on just Jasmy and Tao, and of course I got a lot of Degen stuff happening behind the scenes that I post also inside the Patreon, and I'm working to get some groups together specifically for the trenches. So if you like all that stuff, consider the groups, the Discord, the Patreon, the J5 Council, and some of the things that we are building within this community, or just comment. It really really helps with the algorithms. Now Jasmy is up 20% on the day, and I want to hit you guys with some TA on Jasmy. First, we got to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum not looking as strong as Jasmy. We still haven't got that stock RSI cross. I mean, every time we get it, it just crosses back over, but we are liking that Ethereum is bouncing off some of this structure that you see here, right around 1500. Now I know there's a lot of bullish sentiment in the market, but it is really important to make sure that you're doing what's best for you and you're always practicing good risk management. I know it sounds like an echo chamber, but we do have a lot of macro noise out there. But we also have some positive things going on that's allowing altcoins really to start moving. And what's happening here is I put together the market alert for you guys, right? There's been talks of silent QE, the Fed ready to step in. They said they have liquidity prepared to help the market if needed. Inflation is going down. The global M2 just hit another all-time high, and soon we should get some more trade deals or at least some more info on the tariffs, right? So all of this coincides with what we talked about on the live streams, which was bottom formation signals. Now, it is important to note that this is the weekend, right? So we want to get too excited about the weekend. We really need to see how the stock market is going to open on Monday. But the fact that Trump did pause the tariffs is a good sign. Taking a look at Jasmy, we have a huge green candle, really getting out of that box that was really holding as resistance. Next week, if we start a green candle above this red box that you see that we have here, which is this structure in the latest cycle, that means we held this as support, which was our white line. And I talked about how we really need to hold that support and really not break 207. In fact, we bounced off 208 and now we're sitting at about 1.3. So anybody that did buy the dip, you made a little bit of money, right? Now, if you bought the tops and you just brought your averages down, guess what? That's still a win in crypto. Some people lose it all. So guys, we got to take the wins. We got to take the wins. We always complain about the losses, but we got to start celebrating our wins. We got a stock RSI crossing on Jasmy. No sign of confirmation just yet, as this RSI is not over 20. Still waiting for that buy signal to print. But again, we are, and I'm thinking the buy signals, they haven't print yet because they have to get above these moving averages, right? We got to get above the 21 day and the 50 day. Once we get above those moving averages, we should see a buy signal there. So, you know what I mean? Like we've seen here, we got a nice good buy signal once we get about the moving average. So this is the daily, guys. What's this? 50 day is still serving as resistance on the daily time frame, but you are seeing some accumulation from this volume on Jasmy, which we talked about that in the live stream. So again, a lot to be excited about with this candle. We'll have to see how the market opens up next week, but this is a step in the right direction. Another thing a lot of people are not talking about is the Jasmy partnership with Chainlink. Now, we talked about Jasmy getting listed on these new tier C exchanges. They're not really big exchanges, but it's going to help with that volume because we don't know the reason why we're in the monitoring zone or the delisting zone, but we've went over what it could be, right? It could have been volume, right? We've seen horror saying, oh, Jasmy has this much value. Oh, Jasmy has a new market maker. Oh, Jasmy's been listed on new exchanges, right? But again, people really sleep on the aspect of data and how AI is thriving right now. Guys, I am so excited about AI that I have no choice but to be excited about data because Data is the oil. Data is the gas. AI can't last without it. When we already know what the utility for Jasmy is or should be. I know a lot of people would argue, well, where's the execution, Millie? Where's the lockup? Where's Junction? Chill out. Chainlink just partnered with Jasmy, right? So Jasmy is a CCT issue, right? So let's get into what that is. Cross-chain token issuers are projects that adopt Chainlink standard to enable their tokens to move seamlessly across multiple chains. So if you ever use chain swap, you can literally swap across a plethora of different chains. Right now, there's a lot of chains that do that now. You got Axelar, you got a few, but Chainlink is like the big dog. This technology allows token developers to deploy and manage token pools in a self-serve manner, ensuring secure and efficient cross-chain transfers without relying on third-party intermediaries. And this is why I believe it had to do with either the volume, the order books, or something on Binance, because everything that Jasmy is doing, it's to help it become more liquid in different areas, right? So, you know, with CCIP, you'll be able to swap between Ethereum and Base or any chain using this technology without no party reliance, zero slippage, self-serve deployment, and the key thing right here is enhance liquidity, guys. Enhance liquidity. So just keep that in mind. So with that being said, it's kind of, I don't know why my thing is not moving here. I actually want to show y'all the rest of the screen here. Let me see if I can actually capture this area here. All right, let's kind of like redo this page here. All right. Anyway, I want to actually get, so Jasmy, to actually get into the information here on what this is. But this is like the gist of what the, you know, Jasmy and the partnership of Chainlink is, right? So there is a lot of things happening behind the scenes with Jasmy as far as just development. Because I know a lot of people would say, well, where's the development? Well, guys, there's things happening right before our eyes. And, you know, this is why I'm even more bullish on Jasmy, because even in the midst of the monitoring zone, even in the midst of the delisting FUD, Jasmy still holds strong. It's still one of the stronger tokens in the top 100, as you can see from the green bubbles. And that's what I was saying in the last video, hated rallies. Go look at the social engagement across the market. When you talk about Jasmy, you get social engagement. It doesn't matter what it's about. It could be FUD, it could be bullish, but it's a very, very popular coin. Similar to when I did the videos a few days ago and you seen everybody talking about XRP and you're like, wow, people in the real world actually know about XRP, hold XRP, and have conviction about XRP. And I see the same, you know, not to the level of XRP, not to compare it, but I'm seeing the same resolve with the community in Jasmy. So guys, Jasmy fan, make sure that you like and subscribe. I do apologize that my my visual here won't scroll down. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to fix that. But I had a little bit more information I want to share with you, but that's okay. We got the gist of the information. Always practice good risk management. I'm not putting too much stock into the weekend. I'm not, right? This is nice. This is a good bounce. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, guys. So remember that. Trump can come out and do anything on Monday and Tuesday, bears, put some tweets out, and the news just ultimately turns around, right? But again, we're headed in the right direction. We're headed in the right direction. And who knows? The next 90 days, if he stays consistent with his words about pausing tariffs, this could be very, very good for some altcoins, for the stronger altcoins. Not trying to shield. Like I said, I do a lot of Jasmy videos to be fair and transparent with you guys. It's because it helps with the algorithms and really getting that social engagement as we build the channel back to what it was in the height. So appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Jasmy and Chainlink partnership. You know, let me know what you think about Jasmy being back in the delisting zone. And I love to know you guys' thoughts. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.